philosophical problems arise when language is forced from its proper home into a metaphysical environment where all the familiar and necessary landmarks and contextual clues are removed. This metaphysical environment is like being on frictionless ice, where the conditions are apparently perfect for a philosophically and logically perfect language. All philosophical problems can be solved without the muddying effects of everyday contexts. But where, precisely because of the lack of friction, language can in fact do no work at all. Philosophers must leave the frictionless ice and return to the rough ground of ordinary language in use. The clarity we are aiming at is indeed complete clarity. But this simply means that the philosophical problems should completely disappear. Ludwig Wittgenstein. In working with this project, Rough Ground, I was really amazed when I first read the text that I opened the track with. When I first read that text that was written by Ludwig Wittgenstein, where he was reflecting on how in philosophy we often use language that is like being on frictionless ice. You know, there's no context, there's no landmark for people to hold on to. Philosophers are poets. Poets are philosophers. And so he was talking about the need to return to the rough ground of language, of ordinary common use of the language. And especially nowadays when so much of our musical experience in mainstream music, be it pop, be it mainstream hip hop, the language is frictionless. It is without this tangible rough ground where people are being challenged to feel something, being challenged to connect with the words and with the music themselves. The stone that the builder refused shall be the head cornerstone. I trod on rough ground, sacred ground, taking sacred steps toward freedom of mind, of space, of heart, of body, of spirit, of soul, trotting truth's ground. And baby, sometimes it gets rough. Sometimes it gets rough. Sometimes it gets rough.
Yeah, this is nice.
Sometimes it gets
we are going. He's playing some song.
Nobody's business. Language I can see and feel.
The rough ground, yeah, the meaning of the rough ground for me is something forgotten. For me, the relationship and the counterpoint between us, which happens, is the most important thing about the whole situation and all creation. And the music which we produce together is actually the meaning of this music is just the relationship and And I am really happy to make this project possible, and it's coming and the sun is there, and yeah, we are in the right spot with it.
Word pictures pick me up. Language I can see and feel, know and understand. Piece in pieces, rough ground. Phraseology, Bird, Diz, Miles, philosophizing one night in Tunisia. Satchmo and Ella signifying to the coldness outside. Billie Holiday, bearing witness to a sister's tale, and it still ain't nobody's business. Abby Lincoln's thesis that sometimes love's for sale. Language I can see and feel, know and understand. Piece in pieces, rough ground.
To me, music from the technical side is actually not music. It's just a tool. Everything besides music to me is music. Well, it might sound funny, but music actually is everything besides music. Music is actually the best way of meditating, and to meditate on music could give people a channel to participate on this plane. So the communication between the musician and the public who listens to that way of meditation would unify both of them.
Feeling through music, feeling through lyrics and texts and poetry. It's a good thing. It's a good thing to feel pain, to feel sadness, to feel love, to feel happiness and joy. To not be afraid. You can go to the rough ground and it's okay, because you're going to a place where you feel something. Philosophers are poets. Poets are philosophers, brick masons, building stone by precious stone, word bridges across divides, across cultures, towards the greatest of all understandings, towards the greatest of all clarities. The stone that the builder refused shall be my head cornerstone. I trod on rough ground, sacred ground, taking sacred steps toward freedom, toward my freedom, toward your freedom of mind, of space, of heart, of body, of spirit, of soul. We're trotting truth's ground together, and get ready, 'cause it's rough.